What is up, you guys? So you guys want to know how to create an online course and actually start making money. I'm not an expert in this, but I feel like I have a lot of things to offer. The amount of online courses I've attended, I really can't count. So if that is something you want to learn, you definitely have to keep on watching this video because I feel like I have a lot of things to say. And today we're going to be using a whiteboard. It's kind of like this TD stuff you use in secondary school, but yeah, it's kind of like a whiteboard as well. And we're going to really be writing these things down with marker and stuff like that. So we're going to go in depth, and these are the kind of things that I love to talk about so much. And I feel like a lot of people, that turned out a lot more better in my head. Like, let's get straight into the video. What was that? Okay. All right, you guys. So we have a lot of things here. Actually, it's just a whiteboard. So I couldn't find a marker, and I don't think this is going to work out. So let's just try and see first if this pencil can write on this marker. I doubt, but let's just see. And if it does, yay. So can you guys see that? First thing you want to know how to do before you do an online course is what do you want to teach people? What do you want to sell to people? What do you want to make people buy from you? A lot of things that I've found recently is that people tend to try to copy other people. They just copy. Once they see Amaka doing how to make weaves and gain money from it as an online course, they tend to want to do that because they feel like they have a certain knowledge about it. But I would tell you that once you're picking a course topic for you, you have to do it from a place of experience, something that you've experienced before. Don't try to be an expert. Don't try to fake it, except you're doing a free class. Then obviously a lot of people are doing free classes nowadays. Basically, you have to be able to know the topic that you want to talk about, and once you found that out, that is amazing. Then you want to start business, then you want to talk about, then you can start with the rest of the points that I'm about to give you. Next point I'm going to tell you guys is do not create the content first. You don't have to create the content first. You can make an outline, but don't create the content down. This is something that I've learned recently, and once I heard it here on YouTube, I was just shocked. I was like, what do you mean don't create the content down? I mean, people are going to be waiting for you, and then you can't just not create content and just leave people in a group. But what I've what I now understand is that you don't have to create the content first. You can make a rough outline, sketch or something, but certainly do not create the content first. What you can do is actually give a call to action. Tell people that you want to interact with them, talk to them before you actually move them into like the big group or the group chat or something. You have to be able to call them and tell them, okay, what is it that you want to learn from me? What is it that you have problem or difficulty facing in? What area can I actually help you in? And that way you can actually get to know what your audience wants. That way you can be able to provide the solution to their problem. That way they are satisfied. That way everybody's happy. We're all good and everything is going well and everything is going fine. And that inner peace, you feel it because you know that, okay, there is nobody in the audience actually feeling like I didn't give them enough information. There's nobody in the audience feeling like I didn't give them enough satisfaction, or I didn't give them the answers to their problems. So at the end of the day, you feel happy. At the end of the day, they feel happy. At the end of the day, everybody's happy. So one thing I like to tell people, one thing I've told people in most of the online classes that I've taken, probably just like 4 or 5, is that I might see chicken as valuable. Someone else might see goat meat as valuable. So when the person gives me goat meat, they feel like they've done me something great. They feel like, okay, yes, I've given her something of value, but they've not really given me anything of value, frankly, because I don't see it as something valuable. I see chicken as something valuable, but they don't know that, right? So they just give it to me. So what you want to know is what your customers see as valuable. You go ahead, talk about how goat meat is great, or let's say your class is about how to cook rice, and then you're talking about the process. Okay, you parboiling, to do this, to do that. And then what the person really wants to learn from the class is how to entertain your guests by serving the rice well on the plate, how to present the dishes basically. And then you go ahead and ramble about how, or talk about how to make the rice and how to prepare the rice. But that's not what they paid for. They paid for something different. So you have to know what your customers want first. Make them trust you. Build this kind of trust between them. Talk to them, interact with them before you actually put them to whatever group or whatever community, whatever that you want them to be in. So yeah, I feel like that is going to be my second point, because I feel like that is just really, really important. And I feel like a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people just add people to groups and groups and groups and groups, and then at the end of the day, everybody's saying good morning, everybody's writing things that are really not necessary, necessary. I say this a lot, and I say this a lot to a lot of people, that you might not know what your customers want or your consumers want, without really asking them what they want or what you can bring to the table, without really telling them, conversing with them, telling them or asking them basically what they want to know and what they want to get a solution. I don't know why I keep doing this, but what they want to get a solution to. So basically, except it's a free class, so if it's a free class, they don't really care. You can tell them anything, they can get anything, and they don't really get affected. But once it gets to money, once they've given you something valuable, you have to give them something valuable in return. And in order for you to pass across value to someone, you have to understand what they see as valuable. I might see something as valuable, but like they don't really see it as valuable as well. So that is a major point that I feel like should be checked. And I feel like a lot of people don't really know this. A lot of people don't really talk about this, and I feel like big time it should be talked about. It is needed. Okay, so guys, let's talk. So what is up, you guys? Next tip that I'm going to be giving you guys is be strict and make rules. When I say this, a lot of people are confused, like I don't want to be strict to people that I want to sell something to, but hold on, all that thoughts, let me explain. Trust me, we never want to be in a situation where we're in a group chat, everybody's just noisy, everybody's sending links, nobody's even regarding the fact that someone opened the group for a particular reason. And I feel like this is something that happens with free classes. A lot of people, if to say you paid money for the stuff, you wouldn't be acting the way you're acting. I don't know if this goes for people of the abroad, the Americans or whatever other country. But in Nigeria here, I've gone through a lot of groups, and then before you know it, 500 people have said good morning, 1,000 people have said good night. Before you scroll to the valuable content, everything is just all messed up. And we certainly don't want that while we're doing our own content. We want to be strict, we want to form a kind of rule. And when you talk to them about it, what they tend to say is like, you didn't tell us, there are no rules, there are no that. So basically what you want to do is make rules, be strict, not strict when you're delivering the message, but actually strict when you like, okay, this group is confidential. If you know you don't want to be part of this group, please leave. They are making the group rowdy for you, they're making it seem unprofessional for you, and that is not good for the business. Because then again, once you do that, people from the free class wouldn't want to go to the paid class because they feel like it's just a marketplace like all the other 1,000 groups they've entered as well. So yeah, I feel like being strict as well is something that should be done. Next tip I'm going to talk about is actually pricing, knowing your worth, actually making people know that okay, we mean real business. Pricing sometimes about how you have to know your worth. Someone is dragging your content, or someone is dragging what you have to offer, or your product or service or whatever, and dragging it with you, telling you that okay, I can't pay 2,000 for this, I have to pay 500, and you're agreeing, oh, I don't really have money, so let me just collect the 500. You're making yourself look like less than you are. You're making the product look less than it is. You're making yourself bad. Presenting yourself bad in front of the market. And then once the person gets it for that 500 naira, and then someone else sees it outside, and the person's like, oh my god, this is so nice, where did you get it from, how much did you get it? And the person's like, I bet she called on 2,000, but I gave 500 to her. That is already making the value of your brand just look like shit. Because because it does. Because you shouldn't sell yourself short. You should make yourself what it is. If you know what you're bringing out, what you're giving to them is 2K. I don't feel like there's anything like pricing when it comes to content though. When it comes to content, when it comes to video editing or like things you can offer, I don't think there's anything like giving yourself too much money. I feel there's something like giving yourself less, because when it comes to knowledge is the new code, so you have to be able to price well. Next is delivery system. Talking about the delivery system, I feel like there are two sides of it. It's either you want to do the single side or you want to do the double side. So do you want to do the double side where you actually deliver your content to the group and just deliver it to everyone at once, or do you want to do it one-on-one? So you have to be able to check that out. You have to be able to check your time schedule and see if that is something you can actually work with. You also have to see the fact that I don't believe in doing it one after the other, because I've seen a lot of times doing that doesn't actually pay. Putting out the content, let's say in the morning, you tell people that okay, this class is starting by 8 o'clock, it's starting by 8 p.m. and then you start and you want to start the class, and then almost more than even half of the class are not online at the point, and then you're wondering whether you should start or reschedule, and then things just get scattered all over the place. I believe in packaging it in one delivery system at the end of the day, so that they get to listen to it at their pace, they get to listen to it at their time. So you can create it in such a way, make a website, put voice recordings, videos, PDFs, ebooks and everything like that, put it and package it in one one file, so that once they pay, once they give you something of value, give them something of value back. Once they give you money, you give them the whole package just once, so that they get to listen to it at their time. They don't see any form of pressure, how to meet up to this, how to meet up to that, because a lot of people are mothers, a lot of people are fathers, a lot of people are married couples, so they just want to like have time for this and that and try to balance it. So don't try to put them under any kind of pressure because they've already paid for it. Don't do that. Actually just put it and package it in one, so that at the end of the day they get to listen to it at their pace as well. So yeah, I feel like this is a really important point as well, and I feel like my script is all covered. If you've come to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching the video to this point. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Also give my video a thumbs up. Also comment on the tip that helped you the most, or a tip that helped you if you're an online person. I would like to know in the comment section. I beg, please. All this for me voice, just that one just be for TV something. So please, I beg. Subscribe to my channel. I beg you. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I'll see you guys in my next one. Till then, bye guys.